Hey, what's up, y'all? Carolina Redneck TV. So, check us out. Today, we're going to be throwing a cast net. I already got a couple shrimp. A little bit of overcast, but for the most part, how y'all doing? It's been a good day. My buddy's already got reds over there, so we're going to try to see if we can get us some live bait. So, let's do this. This right here is an 8-foot net. It's an 8-foot spread, that they call it. 4-foot net. For y'all that don't know how to throw a cast net, actually very simple. They have the practice nets, I guess you can call them. They have a pre-ring in them, so they kind of always spread open. This one right here, I just put 2 loops. Grab the bottom, make sure she's not tangled up, open it up very well. You don't necessarily have to see the bait. I like to see, you notice how we're in a fish boat ramp right here? These fish will come in here and they'll chase these bait literally to inches of water. And a lot of times, the bait's on these boat ramps, and I've always learned that. Sorry. That's been from river fishing or from anywhere, saltwater, anything. Anything's got a boat ramp, it's got fish on it, and it's definitely got bait. So let's try it out. You see how I throw it to the side so y'all can't see my spread. It's not perfect. I'm working. So, sometimes you throw for a while, you won't get no bait. The first 2, they open up good, and I got a couple shrimp in those. I know I'll grab some on this next go round. But if you throw consistently in one spot, they are gonna, I know I wouldn't consider no animal smart or stupid, but they're survivalists. That a little bit better. And sometimes if you know the depth like a boat ramp, it's going to be clean. Let it fall all the way to the bottom. You can let it sit there. Things get hung on the side, wherever. But for the most part, if you're throwing anywhere on open water, beach is okay. Let it fall. But if it's in the river or something like that, it's hard to predict what's down there. So for the most part, kind of watch your fall, and if it looks like it kind of hangs on one side, or if it doesn't fall like in the middle, if the top is the last thing to go missing, then you're good. But if one side comes up and your cap is up and the weight keeps falling, then you pump yourself. So, and even if I don't get none on this next throw, I'll definitely show you the bait we have in the bucket, which is it's pretty prime time. My buddy's been coming down here catching flounder. We always catch reds, sheep's head, nice reds, 7-8 pounds, striper, anything like that. But we've been using them cut just fresh as you can get, cut shrimp. But I want to try some live bait today. The live bait today seems like heat. Like I said, you always want to let it fall. Give it a minute or 2. I always do. That's my preference. I know a lot of guys, they actually add weights to their cast nets and they drop a lot quicker, especially when you're going after schools bait. It takes them a while to get on top of them and, make sure that bait's really in there. The faster they fall, the better, because those fish, man, they're crazy quick, crazy quick. So I'm throwing towards the middle for the most part, so I'm going to try back towards the sides. You can kind of throw wherever you want, but me personally, I don't know why. They come in here and I guess they feed on the microorganisms and everything else that's in here. That's my guess. But sometimes you got to just give it a couple minutes, then throw, and then that way you're not back to back to back. That's some shrimp. I can smell it. ton of lead on it. It's just a common net. But Lord willing, we got us something right here. All right. Well, we'll give that a minute. What we're going after here is a good old river shrimp. And these guys right here, man, I tell you what, they got a ton of action to them. They swim. You can put them on. A lot of guys use them for trout or red on popping corks. Put them out there, pop them, and usually they get sunk. Flounders, really nice with a jig head. And you can throw them on a double rig as well. But to come out here and catch good bait like that, I mean, that's prime time. They're as fresh as they can be. They will die relatively quick on you. They're not as bad as a menhaden or anything like that, but a shrimp, it'll die. But as fresh as it can be is key. As fresh as it can be. And just put them on a Carolina rig. I mean, they said little tiny gold treble hooked for trout. But me, honestly, I just hooked man, probably a number 2 cricket hook, maybe even a 1/0 max. But the bait's so small, it's fragile. You gotta make sure your bait's right. So you see how bad this wind's blowing today. We're gonna try to throw the cast net one more time, and if not, we got about 8 or 10 of them now, so I know that's at least gonna get it started. I guess there's another thing too that you could really think about is you don't have to have a miraculous throw. You don't have to throw it 60. Nothing crazy. The bait gets pushed in here naturally by the wind, the elements, and the fish that are actually coming after you. So for the most part, it's going to be a natural reaction for them to come in a place like this and try to harbor from anything that's out there. And I think we've outdone our welcome here, but I'm happy that I can make this video for y'all. I hope it helps. Please like, subscribe, and I'm gonna try to add new content as much as possible, not overplay it. But the beach is abundant, Lord's abundant, and we appreciate Him every day. But thanks, y'all. It's Carolina Redneck TV.